So here's my quick recap or thoughts about today's Talladega race. Good freaking lord. There's a reason I don't like Talladega, and the last few laps just is the reason why. Not only because Chase wrecked out, but just the fact that there's just so many retarded people driving in this series. For example, people who just leave cars out to dry like in the draft. They just like change lanes and then no one follows them behind, so they fall back, which happened to Chase a lot today. And it looked like Fords and were dominant today, which they were. They have been pretty dominant lately on the restrictor plate tracks. They've won every single restrictor plate race this year. The Daytona 500 with Kurt Busch. Then the next two were Ricky Stenhouse. And today was Brad. All four. It could have been a Chevy today, but Suarez screwed the pooch on that one. Anyways, Ford won the first two stages. Blaney won a stage, and I think Logano won a stage. I don't remember, but Fords were running strong today. It looked like Stenhouse was on his way to another win, which would have been his third straight restrictor plate race this year and in his career. But of course the wreck started happening like near the second half of the race, like the big wrecks, not like the little ones where Jamie McMurray wrecked out with Jeffrey Earnhardt. And I want to talk about the penalties. After the very first caution, the penalties for pit road, which was freaking ridiculous. Like, NASCAR, what the hell is your problem? All these cars got penalized because you closed pit road right as they wrecked. Like, normally NASCAR waits like 5 seconds after the wreck happens to throw the caution. But, oh no, Chevy's out front. We just throw the caution right then and there. It's like the first time they do that. Well, not really, but like of all times, that's when they showed their favoritism and how shady they are right now. So Chase got penalized, Dale got penalized, and so many other cars did. Mainly the Chevys, because they were planning. This was the planned pit stop. And literally all of them got penalized because they closed pit road right as that wreck happened. Like, what are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to know a wreck was going to come out? But that didn't slow Chase or Jimmy. Slow Junior or Chase down, because they made their way through the pack and made their way back to the front. Chase was the fastest Chevy of the day. He took the lead quite a few times, and if you saw that move where he took it 3 wide and he dropped down to the bottom and took the lead, like, holy crap. Did you hear the crowd when that happened? That just shows how much love the 24 has at this track. Just the fact that it was up front like that from that move was incredible. Like, this is the best racing I've seen Chase do in his whole Cup career, like since he started in Cup. Like, it just shows that he can contend for wins every week, and so far he's done that, minus New Hampshire in the playoffs. Like, he has 3 runner-up finishes: Dover, Chicagoland, and I don't remember the other one, but Charlotte, Dover, and Chicagoland is where he got those 3 runner-up positions finishes, which put him in a good points position. But with like 5 laps to go today, Chase took that advantage to make the move for the lead again to pass Suarez and Larson to make it 3 wide. And of course, the rookie Suarez, the idiot that he is, and I still question where his damn spotter was at this time, because, like, how do you not realize the 24 is below you if your spotter's not telling you anything? Like, your spotter needs to tell you, hey, the 24 is right below you and trying to pass you. So stay where you are and don't come down. That would have been the logical thing to do. Like, are you freaking kidding me? This is why you don't have rookies running up front at Talladega. This is why. Especially a driver. This is my opinion. I don't care if anyone else agrees with me or not, but Suarez doesn't deserve to be in the Cup Series. And this is the reason why. He was thrown into the 19 car right after Carl Edwards said he was leaving NASCAR. Right after. And only because that he just won the Xfinity Championship last year, and 2, the sponsors were the same with Edwards and Suarez. It's the only reason why. It's not because of his driving ability, because today it showed that he sucks. Like, people say, oh, Chase was the idiot here and shouldn't have made that move. He came up on Suarez. I'm like, where in that replay did you see Chase move from his line when Suarez clearly came down from where he wasn't supposed to be? I don't know why he was up there, and came down and hit Chase in the right front, and that led to the fiasco that led to Chase getting wrecked out and finishing 16th. That's the second time at Dega this year Chase has got wrecked out by idiots who shouldn't be in a Cup car. Dinger in May, where it was like 22 laps to go, when there was no reason to push that hard when you're in 3rd place. And today, I get they're all going for the win, but Suarez needs to learn to freaking drive. Larson was on the bottom, and then there was a gap. Did you not expect Chase to go through there and take advantage? Which he did, but did end up that with a positive ending. Like, I just don't understand. I don't know how we cannot conquer these restrictor plates. Last year, it was the Daytona 500. We wrecked, got damage to the car 20 laps into the race and finished 37th. Then Daytona last year in the summer didn't go so well. And Daytona 500 this year, he just ran out of gas, which I think is a positive, but not really. And then both Dega races this year, he lost by getting wrecked out. And Daytona in the summer, idiots, pure idiots that some should not be racing at all, like McDowell, Allmendinger, Suarez, and just so many others who should not be driving. Like, how do you blame Chase for that move? Like, he was being most aggressive I've seen him ever during restricted plate racing. Like, that was like the winning move right there, and Suarez screwed it up for 3 of the drivers. Himself, Chase, and Larson. Like, that left, 12 cars on the track that weren't damaged? Like, it was a complete, literally, wreck fest. Most of the playoff drivers were wrecked out except for 3 or 4 of them. No, it was 3, because Larson didn't finish the race. It was Denny Hamlin, Kenseth, and Brad Keselowski who were left of the playoff drivers. Everyone else got demolished. But that last caution really irritated the shit out of me. Like, Chase had the advantage, had a run going down the middle in between Larson and Suarez. And even the analysts said that the experts say Chase stayed in his line and didn't do anything wrong and did what he needed to do, but it didn't work out the way he wanted it to, or it was supposed to, by taking it 3 wide so he can go for the lead and possibly win the race. But that didn't happen. So Brad won the race. Dale finished 7th, which really irritates the shit out of me again. But he had a good race too. He missed like 3 of the big wrecks. I'm like, someone's watching over you today. Like, I feel like his dad was watching over him today, because every single wreck that happened, he missed it. Like, narrowly misses every single one of them. Like, how does one do that? That was insane. Anyway, Chase is still safe in the round of 8 for now. He's 6th in points, 20 points to the good. The final driver in at this moment is his teammate, Jimmy Johnson, with 8 points above the cutoff. First driver below the cut line is Kyle Busch. He had another crappy week this week, so 2 weeks in a row he wrecked out or had a crappy day. And McMurray is on the bottom. He's most likely going to be cut after this round. Blaney got wrecked out, sadly, because he was one of the best Fords today. I was hoping he would win if my drivers didn't win today. But crap happens, and that's Dega for you. Now we move on to Kansas, which is finally the cutoff race, because if Dega was the cutoff race like it was last year, my drivers would be screwed. Because Jimmy got wrecked out and Chase got wrecked out. But those stage points really, really helped. So, anyway, that's my take on today's fiascos. So, hope everyone enjoyed the race. If your driver won, that's awesome. Congrats to you. But I'm pissed. Because, again, another Chevy win was stripped from Chase's clutches. He's just the key words here with Chase now is so close. Like, he's been contending for wins every single week except for New Hampshire. His worst finish up to now in the last 6 to 7 races is 16th. It could be worse, but that's just how he's been consistently going. So, proud of my driver. He drove his ass off today. If it wasn't for Suarez, we would have had at least a top 5 finish, or top 3, or possibly a win. But we'll get it next week at Kansas, where he's really good, and we'll hopefully get through to the next round, get past the round of 12 for once, and go into the round of 8 and compete with all the best. So, hope everyone has a good night, and see you next week.